programs that have been so successful like these two, you look at Lincoln and you go back to Duncan Reed and of course, Neil Alexander forever. And so the coaching has been so consistent. So much continuity there. You look at Teutopolis, and in the 14 years since Coach Ken Crawford has retired, they've had 3 or 4 coaches, and yet haven't missed a beat.
Yeah, I think one of the things that both towns, with both schools, there's been a tradition, and doesn't matter who has coached, they've played the same way. So, with the ball press with Lincoln, they've done it all the way back before Coach Alexander. And then with T-Town, full court man, they've done that all the way back even before Coach Crawford. So, just having that consistency of an identity of how we're going to play, what we're going to do. And we need to develop that identity to where the kids coming through know exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to play.
And I'm sure if you're a kid growing up in Teutopolis or Lincoln, you want to play for your high school team.
Exactly. Basically there's 2 sports in T-Town. You either play baseball or you play basketball, and there's not much baseball going on from November to March in most seasons. So, everybody during the winter wants to be a basketball player, and we've got to get that a little bit here in Charleston as well.
And this is a little bit different this season because this is an Apollo Conference game.
Yeah, it's just a one-year thing, but kind of helps, I think, everybody out with some scheduling and getting some games and, good competition for everybody. So, we need to come out and play hard today and get after them and try to compete and get the job done.
It's another good Teutopolis team. I believe they're 9-4 on the season. They got a win last night over a good St. Anthony team.
Yeah, they've got some size. They've got some good guard play, where they can kind of hurt you inside and outside. So we're definitely going to have to play well and really come after it. Biggest thing tonight's going to be we've got to rebound and take care of the basketball. If we do those 2 things, we got a good chance to win.
They've got good overall team size, but they don't have the real tall kids like some Teutopolis teams have had in the past.
Yeah, they don't have the 6'7", 6'8" guy, but they've got a couple 6'3", 6'4" kids that aren't tall and slender. They've got some beef on them. They're strong inside, so we've got to be ready to compete there.
And, of course, your team playing every other night, it seems, at least, a little bit banged up. How's everybody's health right now? How's everybody feeling?
Yesterday we went fairly light. We watched some game film, walked through some stuff. I think it's one of those where, from talking to the guys last night, we've got 6 games left. We're going to go and we're going to make the most of it. So I like that attitude. It's probably the same a little bit everywhere. There's probably some kids that are banged up. Other schools, our guys aren't going to feel sorry for themselves. They're going to come out and compete and try to get after it.
And it is amazing. It seems like we've just started, and yet the season ends a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. It's been, whenever we had those 2 weeks off, and then to come back and play 4 games, 3 straight weeks, it has gone fast. So, talking to Corey and to Sam, being their last go-round as seniors, they want to play, and we want good things to happen. But one thing we also talked about yesterday was trying to leave a legacy on how you play and competing, playing hard, playing as a good teammate to where it's something that the juniors can build on next year and the sophomores can build on to where we kind of start that tradition of competing, playing hard, and playing as a team.
Well, certainly the team has played hard in the games they've had to this point. Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Jack. Appreciate it.
Charleston basketball coach Brad Oakley, stay with us for our pregame show and then the starting lineups. It's all coming up after the 60-second break. You're listening to Trojans basketball on Classic Rock 92.1, The Axe.
With the difficult times of COVID, know that answers for healthcare needs are still just a phone call away. At Hilltop Skilled Nursing and Rehab, we offer a wide variety of services to meet your needs. Contact Hilltop at 217-345-7600 7066 and ask for Jill or Bobby to set up your virtual tour and have all your questions answered. At Hilltop, we are one big, happy family offering our services to care for you and or your loved one. See the difference at Hilltop Skilled Nursing and Rehab.
Going above and beyond for their customers is the only way to go at Lambeau's BP. With ultra-clean facilities and competitive pricing for fuel, Lambeau's BP is more than just a convenience store. They offer loyalty specials for everything drinks to stacks, plus Dippin' Dots. Brew your own coffee with 5 flavors to choose from and a great selection of wine. When you're on the road, make Lambeau's BP your first stop, whether it's filling your tank or your vehicle. And be sure to look them up on Facebook for special offers.
From Baker Gym in Charleston, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our pregame show brought to you by Heritage Woods of Charleston. Tonight, the Charleston Trojans take on the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes for the only time this season. This is Jack Ashmore, along with Rob Calhoun. These two teams were originally scheduled to play twice this season. The first game was to be in Teutopolis, but that fell during the Trojans' 2-week quarantine period. In this shortened season that comes to an end a week from tomorrow, there were just no dates available to make up that game at T-Town. So tonight is the only meeting between these two. And Rob, this is an Apollo Conference game, and that seems strange to say.
It really does, because for the longest time, T-Town was in the National Trail Conference. They decided to leave the National Trail and become an independent. They had talked about getting into the Apollo, but it just didn't work out for the conference and for T-Town then. Of course, with T-Town not having football, that might have been a big thing to deal with that one. But now it's an Apollo Conference game, albeit for 1 year.
Well, the Trojans just finished playing Lincoln with 2 games in 5 days versus the Rail Splitters. We talked at that time about the incredible sustained success over the years of that Lincoln program. Well, when it comes to talking about long-term excellence in a basketball program, Teutopolis doesn't have to take a back seat to anybody. I'm going to throw some incredible numbers at you right now. This is the 97th season that Teutopolis has been playing basketball. Over that time, the Wooden Shoes have a record of 1,899 wins against only 734 losses. That's a winning percentage of 72%. Now, going back to the 1981-82 season, that was Hall of Fame coach Ken Crawford's first year at T-Town. The Wooden Shoes finished a game under 500 at 13-14. They haven't had a losing season since. That's 36 straight winning seasons for Teutopolis basketball. Included in that is a state championship in 1986, a second place finish in 2000, and a third place in 2007. And they haven't just had winning seasons, they've had great seasons. They've had 20 or more wins in each of the last 12 years. Now, they won't get that this season, of course, because of the reduced number of games, but at 9-4, the Shoes are well on their way to their 37th straight winning year. Chet Reeder is in his 3rd season coaching at T-Town, and he's gone 60-21 to this point. Finally, when I think of Teutopolis basketball players, I think of tall kids, but that's not really the case this season. They've got decent size comparable to Charleston's, with some players in the 6'3", 6'4" range, but nobody is taller than that. A couple of seniors, 6'1" Jordan Hardick and 6'4" Evan Wermert, have provided much of the offense in their first dozen ball games this year. Since T-Town is not usually in the conference, the Trojans don't generally play them all that often, although several years ago they were regulars on the non-conference schedule. The last Charleston win over the Wooden Shoes came in 2003. That was the Trojans' 23-8 team in Coach Trevor Dowdy's first season that eventually advanced to the sectional finals. Since then, Charleston and Teutopolis have played just 4 times, with the Wooden Shoes winning all 4. It's a tough challenge tonight, and the Trojans could really use a win as they drop their last 4 games in a row to fall to 2-6 on the season. The last time out, Charleston lost to Lincoln 56-35. It was Lincoln leading 11-10 in the first quarter when the Railers went on a 17-point run to go up 28-10, and that was essentially the ball game. Brody Whiteman, who came into the game averaging around 6 points, went wild in the first period and hit 4 3-pointers en route to 14 first-quarter points. He ended up with a game-high 24. Dylan Singleton had 17 points, and Landon Hullinger added 10 for the Rail Splitters. Jackson Braun had 14 points and was the only Trojan to reach double figures in the low-scoring game. Charleston needs more offense than that tonight if they are to pick up that third win of the season. But, Rob, you know it won't be easy because T-Town is known for good defense, and this team is no exception.
That is certainly true. I mean, they hang their hat on their defense, and they're able always to get enough offensive production as well. I mean, you talked about the tradition of T-Town, and I almost think that, you know, when the baby's in the incubator, not only are they in there, but there's a basketball in there with them too. And you said it best when you said people aspire to either play basketball or baseball for T-Town. There are only two major sports, and they do that quite frequently, and they're very good athletes in T-Town. I've just been impressed with the overall depth of the way they've been able to just keep going year after year.
And they generally have a lot of tall people, too, and that doesn't hurt at all when it comes to basketball. We'll be back with the starting lineups for tonight's ball game right after this 60-second break. This is Trojans basketball on Classic Rock 92.1, The Axe.
Things are better at the Brick House, and getting better all the time. The winter menu is all about comfort food. Bacon-wrapped meatloaf, chicken fried chicken, baked spaghetti, seafood Alfredo, and the awesome New Orleans-inspired Cajun sausage and shrimp over cheesy grits. And be sure to try out the new appetizers, fried mac and cheese bites, smoked chicken nachos, and pretzel bites with beer cheese, along with new sandwiches and sides. Available all day, starting at 11 a.m. Online ordering also available at the Brick House Bar and Grill at Unique Suites in Charleston.
Now, there's more to love at McDonald's of Coles County. For Lent, get 2 Filet-O-Fish sandwiches for just $5. Start the day with 2 sausage McMuffins with egg for $4. And the soon-to-be favorites, McDonald's brand new crispy chicken sandwiches. Traditional or spicy with crinkle cut pickles on a toasted buttered potato roll. Available now. Prepare to fall in love. Cap off your meal with a Shamrock Shake or Oreo
starting lineups, beginning with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Teutopolis Cotton Shoes. First, at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 2, Jordan Hardy. At guard, number 10, a 5'10" junior, Max Ibrahim. At guard, a 6'4" senior, number 14, Evan Wermert. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 30, Evan Addis. And at center forward, number 52, a 6'3" senior, Matthew Dater. The Shoes are coached by Chet Reeder. And now for your Charleston Trojans. All right, first a 6'2" sophomore, number 15, Will Applegate. The 6'2" sophomore, number 33, Caleb Oakley. The 6'4" junior, number 24, Jackson Braun. The 6' senior, number 3, Corey Spoor. And 6'4", senior number 40, Sam Bickford. Trojans are coached by Brad Oakley.
But to each your own. Hopefully by the time we go back to sports next year that everything will be back to normal.
Teutopolis will open with the basketball, but we no longer have the jump ball this season. Smile Doctor braces bring you the first possession of the game. And that belongs to Teutopolis, and they'll inbound on the far side, and it will be Evan Addis to put it in play. The ball comes inbounds to Max Niebrigge. He brings it across the timeline. Leaves the ball there for Wermert. He puts it on the floor, right back to Niebrigge. Now with it left side to Daters. Running a little weave out front. Here's a long three-point shot that's short by Hardick, and the rebound is taken out of there by Applegate of Charleston. He gets the basketball off the Spoor, and Corey gets it across midcourt. Takes to the right side on the dribble. Now goes out between the rings to Bickford. Left side it goes. With the ball there is Applegate. His three-point attempts off the back of the rim, no good. And we've got a foul called on the wooden shoes. This one is going to go against Max Niebrigge. That's his first. It's going to be ball out of bounds. Oh, yeah, excuse me, Evan Addis. Not Niebrigge, but Addis. Apparently the foul occurred after the shot, so it'll be ball out of bounds to Charleston. No three-point opportunity at the free throw line for Applegate. Here's the ball inbounded to Spoor out front. Bickford, he'll try a three. Shot's no good. Rebound tipped, and it's controlled by Teutopolis. With the basketball is Addis between the circles to the head of the circle to the foul line. Back again, gives the ball to Wermert, driving baseline. Shot rejected, and Applegate comes away with a rebound. Here come the Trojans. No score in the ball game. Oakley has it on the right side. Now with the ball is Applegate. Now Bickford between the rings. Sam gets the ball on the baseline. Here's Braun, 15-footer. Shot's a little long, and T-Town comes away with the board as Hardick claimed the rebound for the wooden shoes. Here's Niebrigge with the basketball. He gets the ball to Hardick. Now with it, Niebrigge. Right side it goes Addis. He drives baseline, forces up the shot. It's around and good. Evan Addis gives the Teutopolis wooden shoes a 2-0 lead in the ball game. We played a minute and a half into the contest. And we've got a 5-second count called on Charleston as the Trojans could not inbound the ball against the Teutopolis press.
Yeah, they came out in the full court press that time, and Charleston lackadaisical getting it in.
Here's a three-point attempt by Hardick that's no good, and Oakley comes away with a rebound. Quickly the outlet pass to Spoor for the layup to Braun, and he put it in. Jackson Braun with the basket, and nice assist to Spoor. We're tied at 2. Here's Hardick to the foul line, cut off at the elbow, goes to Daters at the right side. He puts it on the floor, leaves the ball for Wermert. Long three-pointer, shot's good. Evan Wermert hits a three. It's 5-2 in favor of Teutopolis. This time the Trojans get the ball inbounds, and Bickford stepped out of bounds with it. He caught the ball near the sideline and stepped on the sideline, resulting in a turnover, and that's 2 already on the Trojans in just over 2 minutes of play. Ball comes inbounds. With the ball out high is Max Niebrigge. And there's a foul away from play. This one is going to go against Evan Addis. That's his first, and it's the second on the team. Make that the second on Addis. So up off the Teutopolis bench comes Brendan Niebrigge. We've got 2 Niebrigges in the ball game now for the wooden shoes. And he replaces Addis, who sits down with those 2 fouls. Charleston looks to inbound, the long pass to Spoor. He's taking it in for the layup. Instead, he dumps it off to Bickford, and he lays it in. Another assist to Spoor. Bickford with his first basket, and it's 5-4. T-Town's lead is 1. Here's Wermert, takes to the head of the circle on the dribble, leaves the ball for Hardick. Hardick being hounded by Oakley, goes on the right side with it. There's Niebrigge. That is Brendan Niebrigge. Now Max Niebrigge, down deep it goes to Data, right back to Max Niebrigge. It's balls back across the midcourt, and we've got an over and back violation on a bad pass by T-Town. Second turnover on the wooden shoes as well. 5-4, Charleston down, and the Trojans will inbound. They'll put it in play in half court, right in front of the scorer's bench. Jackson Braun looks to trigger it in. It comes into the backcourt to Spohr. Corey will work it across midcourt as he is picked up by Max Niebrugge. He takes to the left side. Out front, Bickford backing in at the foul line. Bounce pass right side, goes to Applegate. He leaves the ball to Spohr out front. He's backing in, goes right side. Here is Bickford to the foul line. Left side, Applegate. He'll try a three. Front iron, no good. And this rebound one-handed by make that Wormert. He brings it down himself. He has it knocked away from the backside by Oakley, but he gets it back. Now they go inside to Dater. Shot blocked by Braun, and Braun controls the rebound after it was tipped. Braun will bring it down. Takes to the left side on the dribble. Out front it goes to Bickford. Right side with it, Spohr. Spohr to the elbow, left side. To Bickford out front. Right side with it, Oakley. Now with it is Applegate. To the left of the key. Gets the ball off to Spohr. Goes cross court, deep right corner. Oakley for three. Shot is a little short. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Applegate. That's his third rebound already in the ballgame. Here's Spohr, drives to double crossover dribble, pulls up from 10. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. And Wormert comes away with a rebound for Teutopolis, and he almost threw it out of bounds as Hardick wasn't looking for the pass.
It's a good thing that
has it out front.
Sorry, it's a good thing that was a slow pass, because if not, that would have went right out of bounds.
Here's Wormert down deep. It goes to Daters. Gets the ball off in the deep left corner. Max Niebrugge for three. Shot rims in and out, and Braun has the rebound for Charleston. Outlet pass comes to Applegate. His pass deflected, and it's picked off by Jordan Hardick. 3 turnovers for Charleston. 5-4. T-Town on top by 1 with the basketball. Brendan Niebrugge with it, has it out front. Gets the ball off to Wormert, drives to the basket, and he laid it in. Evan Wormert has 5 of the 7 points registered by Teutopolis, and it's a 7-4 lead for the Wooden Shoes. 3:15 left to play here in the first quarter. With the basketball, Applegate, he drives, puts it up off the glass, didn't make it, and Brendan Niebrugge has the rebound to make that, Hardick has the rebound, excuse me. Right side it goes with the basketball. There is Max Niebrugge, gets it to Daters, gets it right back. Takes it to the right side, fakes a shot, goes into the corner to Hardick. Now with it is Wormert, takes it between his legs, goes in the corner. They dump it off inside to Daters, and he lays it in. Good ball movement that time by Teutopolis, and Daters got an easy one. We've got timeout on the floor with 2:45 left to be played in the first quarter. 9-4, T-Town leads Charleston. We're back in 60 seconds. This is Trojans basketball on Classic Rock 92.1, The Axe.
Home away from home has to offer all the perks you're accustomed to, and it does at Unique Properties in Charleston. They have affordable furnished homes and apartments from 1 bedroom up to 5. They also offer roommate match and convenient online payments. Unique Properties is the student housing leader in the heart of the campus. Take a virtual tour at unique-properties.net. Stay unique. Call 345-RENT or text 512-1124 for more info.
Welcome to Car Shopping Simplified, KCSummers.com. Not only do they offer 7 of the top brands in the world, but also a huge selection of late model, pre-owned vehicles, and the top service department around. And since your time is precious, they invite you to shop when it's most convenient for you, from your computer or smartphone. Submit a form of the vehicle of your dreams, and a member of their team will call you to set up a time for a test drive. KCSummers.com. Comfort shopping, just a click away.
Lakeland College's 8-week Mod 2 courses are a perfect option if you're considering going back to school or need to boost your schedule. Courses are available in a variety of subjects, including composition, food service sanitation, strategies for success, and intro to speech communications. Classes begin March 15th and run through May 10th. To get started, visit lakelandcollege.edu/schedules. Search for Mod 2 under schedule types.
Rob, the Trojans have struggled with their shooting this season. They come in shooting only 38% as a team, and they've had some good looks here in the first quarter, but they just haven't made a lot of them.
I think that's pretty much true. I think having to play 4 games a week is really taking its toll on them.
That could be the case. Here's Bickford as he put it up, but traveling called on Sam Bickford. Nice move underneath the basket, but apparently he shuffled his feet. Got the basket, but of course they waved that off, and it's another turnover for the Trojans.
Yeah, he did make a good move going along the baseline that time, but just couldn't get the basket in before he shuffled those feet.
In the ballgame now is Caden Altoff for Teutopolis. Wormert has it on the right wing, gets to the foul line. Now with it Altoff, goes in the right corner to Max Niebrigge. He goes out front to Wormert. Wormert being guarded by Braun. He's doing a pretty good job on him. Altoff in the corner. Now with the basketball is Brendan Niebrigge. Now Max Niebrigge. Now Altoff to the basket. Fakes a shot. Jump pass left side. Goes to Niebrigge. Now with it at the high post goes to Seamer, who just checked in as well. Seamer gets the basketball off to Wormert. Now way out front it goes to Niebrigge. T-Town being very deliberate on this possession. And finally we've got traveling called on T-Town. And they've turned it over now 3 times. Teutopolis kind of wears you down on defense, working their offense till they get the shot they want.
And they usually get some high percentage shots too, and that's what they were really looking for that time.
Here's Spoor, double teamed in the backcourt, gets it across the timeline to Smitley, who just checked into the game. Here is elbow jumper by Bickford. He left it short, and we've got a foul called on Corey Spoor going for the rebound. That's his first, and the first on the team. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. 9-4 is the score. Teutopolis on top. Max Niebrigge goes out as he's replaced by Jordan Hardick. Brendan Niebrigge will walk it down for the wooden shoes of Teutopolis. He goes to Wormert out high between the rings. Wormert gets the basketball off to Niebrigge. Now with it is Altoff out front. Here's a three-point attempt by Hardick that's long, and Spoor comes away with a rebound. Corey comes down, 2-on-4, put up the shot, didn't make it, but he was fouled, and he'll be at the line shooting 2. The personal foul goes against Jordan Hardick. That is his first. It's the third on the team. Corey Spoor will be at the free throw line with a couple of tidal wave car wash foul shots.
Spoor with a quick drive to the basket that time, went up and got bumped on the way.
Corey only a 51% foul shooter on the season. First one's up and it rims in and out.
Just seems like the free throws he misses are usually the ones of those variety that just pop in and out.
He's got that right wrist really taped, and it sometimes bothers his follow-through, I believe. And without the follow-through, you don't get the rotation you need sometimes to get that friendly roll. He made the second foul shot, though, and it's 9-5 in favor of T-Town. Here's a three-point attempt out front by Wormert, and Wormert, Spoor comes away with the rebound, and he is fouled by Altoff. Look, the rebound came out long. Spoor tracked it down, and Altoff fouled him.
Yeah, that was kind of a quick shot that time by T-Town. The previous couple of possessions, they tried to work the ball around. That time, taking the quick shot, Spoor was quick to the point that time to get the rebound and draw the foul.
Caden Altoff went to the bench, replaced by Mitch Altoff. So if I say Altoff now, I'm talking about Mitch. Left side, it goes to Braun as Charleston has the ball. And we've got a foul called on Hardick. That's the second foul on Hardick. He's one of the leading scorers for Teutopolis, so that would be a loss if he has to go to the bench. And that's where he goes right now, as he is replaced by Max Niebrigge.
Yeah, T-Town with a couple of players with 2 personal fouls that are starters. Hardick and Addis both with 2.
It's 5 team fouls so far on T-Town, only 1 on the Trojans. Here's Oakley as the Trojans inbound. Now with it Spoor. He gets a nice pass down deep to Braun, and he laid it in. Another assist to Corey Spoor as Braun has his second basket. And the whistle stops play. It's 9-7 in favor of Teutopolis. Officials having a little discussion here. Going only with 2 officials tonight, as we talked about earlier, Rob. Oh, excuse me, there's 3 officials. One was excluded from the confab here. Have no idea what this is about. 9-7 is the score.
So they're going to take 5 seconds off the clock.
All right. 32.6 seconds is left in the first quarter. 9-7 is the score. Charleston down 2. Look at the scoreboard brought to you by First Neighbor Bank. I would imagine that T-Town may hold for the final shot of the period. They've been very deliberate offensively anyway on most of their possessions. Got 20 seconds to go in the first quarter as Max Niebrigge, who picks up his dribble, goes to Wormert. Charleston putting on a lot of pressure, and Wormert stepped out of bounds with a basketball. Good defense by Corey Spoor as Wormert was being hounded by Corey and stepped on the sideline. 4 turnovers now on Teutopolis. Charleston inbounds. Here's Spoor across midcourt with 10 seconds left to play in the period. Corey gets a screen, gets the ball off to Bickford. He'll fire a three. Shot's good. Sam Bickford with a three-point basket. And Charleston grabs a 10-9 lead at the end of one quarter. We'll be back with the second period right after we take this 60-second break. This is Trojans basketball on Classic Rock 92.1, The Axe.
Trust is a big deal when it comes to choosing a mechanic.
6-0
An
round,
accurate
Jack.
quote, no hidden charges are a big deal too. This is Rob Myerscough, and you have my word on it. The price will be what we say it will be. Now celebrating our 10th year in business. My crew continues to provide you with professional and prompt service you will appreciate. We have added a new alignment rack, and we offer a new line of brighter and safer LED headlamps. You depend on your vehicle to get you there safely, so depend on us to make sure it's running right. Myerscough Automotive, 18th Street in Charleston.
2020 tax preparation season is upon us. Are you ready? Do you have questions about your taxes this year? First Neighbor Tax and Accounting is here to help. We can help get your business records ready for tax returns. Our office also prepares all types of returns from payroll to 1099 to all forms of income tax returns. Personal, form, corporations, partnerships, trusts, and estates, just to name a few. Let our competent staff at First Neighbor Tax and Accounting in Charleston, Casey, and Neoga help with your tax and accounting needs. Tax and accounting services offered through First Neighbor Tax and Accounting are not FDIC insured.
Well, the Charleston Trojans finished that first quarter with a 6-0 run, and they will begin play with the basketball here in the second period, leading in the game 10-9. And here to tell you about it's Rob Calhoun.
Thanks, Jack. That's Charleston's first lead of the ball game. They had it tied at one time in this game as well, as in the backcourt is Spoor with it. Hounded there by Max Niebrugge. Gets it across the timeline. Now Spoor takes it right to the basket. Layup is good. Charleston on an 8-0 run. Spoor has three. 12-9 in favor of Charleston over T-Town. Max Niebrugge with the basketball. Gets away from Spoor. Elbow, right side jumper is up and no good, but the rebound to T-Town. In the lane is Max Niebrugge, and he traveled with the basketball.
Kind of a delayed call, but a correct call, and Charleston will get the ball back, leading by 3.
7:36 left to go here in the first half. Spoor has it in the backcourt. Full court pressure is there for the Shoes is broken. Spoor gets it across the timeline, drops it for Bickford. Bickford on the move in the lane, traveled with the basketball. He took the hop step and then one more step. So that's the fifth turnover now for Charleston.
Sam looked a little uncertain as to whether to go up for the 10-foot shot or try to dump it down to the baseline to a teammate, and ended up turning the ball over on a travel.
Wormert has the basketball, kicks it out. Now on the drive toward the lane is Niebrugge. That's Brendan Niebrugge. He throws the ball away. Turnover number 6 for T-Town. Charleston in a hurry. Here's a layup by Applegate, up and good. Timeout taken on the floor by T-Town. This is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep things right here.
Another assist to Corey Spoor, and that was a nice catch by Applegate as the ball was out in front of him a little bit. He made a one-handed grab at that and virtually in the same motion laid it in. So Charleston playing some of its best basketball of the season right now.
10-0 run right now for the Trojans. It was 9-4 when Charleston called a timeout with 2:45 left to go in the first period. Since then, they have scored 10 straight points. 14-9 in favor of Charleston with 7:06 left to go. Want to remind you that we're in the Hubby Chiropractic Open Air Press Box. I had to use that line that you used the other night, Jack.
Well, we don't really feel all that enclosed. It's not much of a box. It's more of a table, but yeah, I'd say open air covers it.
Max Niebrugge with the basketball. Goes to the left side now. Evan Wormert. Wormert up top from the top of the key. Just inside the arc is good. That breaks the 10-0 run. Wormert has 7 of the 11 points for the Shoes. Here's Spoor in a hurry. Taking it all the way. Layup missed. And the rebound poked out by T-Town. There was a big battle between Charleston's Bickford and a couple of T-Town players that time. Charleston gets the rebound and the possession with 6:40 left to go here in the first half. Pass comes in to Bickford. Bickford up top for Applegate. Applegate to the left side, Braun, and now it is to Bickford, to Burgess in the game for the first time. Now here's Spoor up top. Spoor goes inside for Burgess. Burgess layup is up and good. Jackson Burgess off the bench with his first 2. 16-11 Charleston.
Burgess did a very nice job of getting that up off the glass quickly. I think that surprised the T-Town defender a little bit.
Mitch Altoff drops it off, and now they go into the corner. Here's Brendan Niebregge for three, no good, and the rebound, Braun. Charleston in a hurry, Spoor to Applegate, layup good. Another assist for Corey Spoor. Charleston leads 18-11. 4 points for Applegate. Now with the basketball is Max Niebregge. Goes up top for Wormert. Back to Niebregge. Tries to kick it inside that time for Matthew Daters, and a kickball violation for Charleston. Oakley back into the ballgame for Charleston. Sitting down is Braun. T-Town looks to trigger the ball in, and they get it into Brendan Niebregge, and now it goes to Evan Wormert for three, and that's good. Wormert's really keeping T-Town in this ball game right now.
He is, and his last two shots have been open. The Trojans have to be aware that he's a shooter and get out and cover him.
Charleston with the basketball, leading by 4. Here's Bickford for three. Got it. Sam Bickford with a couple of threes in this ball game. He has 8 points, 21-14 Trojans. With the basketball is Mitch Altoff. Drops it off for Wormert. Wormert gets double teamed, kicks it in the corner. Max Niebregge for three. Too strong, knocked out of bounds by Daters. Charleston basketball. Into the ball game for the Shoes comes Caleb Seamer, 6'4" sophomore. And sitting down will be Daters.
Seamer plays quite a bit for them.
Big body too at 6'4", only a sophomore. Here's Spoor with the basketball, drives through the lane, fires up a layup, no good, and the rebound, Brendan Niebregge for the Wooden Shoes. Wormert has it, now they go around the horn to Niebregge, into the corner now it is Altoff, back to Niebregge. Niebregge drops it off Altoff, Altoff now up top for Brendan Niebregge, now it goes to Max Niebregge. Fires it cross court, it's Wormert, he's open from three, and he got another one. Evan Wormert with 13 points, and it's 21-17 Trojans. Charleston breaks the pressure. With the basketball is Bickford. Bickford on that right side, looking, picks up his dribble, and now gets it off, and the ball turned over by Charleston, their 6th turnover of the ball game. And now here's Wormert, drops it off Max Niebregge, and now it goes to Altoff. And now it's Wormert. Wormert on the drive. We're going to get a pushing foul called against Corey Spoor, his second, team second.
Spoor now, Charleston's best defender, has moved to guard Wormert, but he's giving up about 4 inches on that exchange.
That's going to lead us to a timeout with 4:04 left to go here in the first half. It's Charleston 21, T-Town 17. Back after a minute break. It's Trojans basketball on Classic Rock 92.1, The Axe.
You've come to know Huddy Chiropractic as a leader in chiropractic care in Coles County. But did you know they offer more than pain relief and chiropractic adjustment? Huddy Chiropractic can perform blood panels for food allergies and various other tests by request. They're also a great source for vitamins and supplements. They offer a variety of therapies, too, such as electronic stimulation, ultrasound, cold laser, and lumbar and cervical traction. Huddy Chiropractic, eliminating pain, increasing mobility, and so much more. Located in Charleston in the Lincoln Plaza. Trust the team of experts at Coles County Sanitation and Recycling for all your commercial or residential services. In addition to regular sanitation and recycling, Coles County Sanitation and Recycling offers full roll-off services for bigger jobs. Locally owned and operated, Coles County Sanitation and Recycling has been serving the community for over 30 years, so you can count on them to be there when you need them most. Visit them at 655 West Lincoln in Charleston or at charlestongarbageservice.com. Proud sponsors of Charleston High School sports.
Are you a fast texter? Are you a talented musician or an excellent proofreader? If so, you're an ideal candidate for Lakeland College's new court reporting program. Prepare for a career as a court reporter or captioner in this high-demand field. Register today for the live virtual event on March 17th by going to lakelandcollege.edu/visit.
Brendan Niebregge with the basketball after the timeout. He has the basketball guarded by Applegate, goes to Wormert. He has the last 8 points for T-Town as he works against Oakley. Fires it up from the outside, and right now Evan Wormert is feeling it.
Yeah, that basket looks like it's about a mile wide when he goes up for a shot.
15 points for Warmert. It's 21-19 in favor of Charleston. Spoor has the basketball up top for the Trojans. Goes to Braun. Braun kicks it for Oakley. Oakley hands the ball off Spoor. Spoor working against Max Niebrugge. Spins in, kicks it out for Applegate, and now goes back to Spoor. Spoor, once again, working against Niebrugge. Kicks it out for Braun. Open from three. Too strong. The rebound's going to be tracked down by Max Niebrugge for the T-Town Wooden Shoes. They go into the corner. Warmert, who fires it from three. Missed it as it went halfway down and popped out, and the rebound to Braun. Charleston in transition. Here's Corey Spoor. Fakes a shot. Now goes to Oakley. Oakley spins into the lane. Gets caught up. Kicks it out. Braun. Braun on the drive to the basket. Layup is good. Braun originally looked like he was going to shoot the three there and saw the lane open. And now we're going to get a double dribble against the Shoes. Their 7th turnover of the ball game.
Bickford back in the ball game, replacing Applegate for Charleston. Trojans playing well right now.
Jack Polgar making his first appearance, a 6'4 senior. As T-Town has now played 10 players in this ball game. Make that 11. With the basketball is Corey Spoor in the backcourt. Keep in mind, too, that T-Town did play last night. Charleston was off. And now here's Bickford. Bickford kicks it to Braun, and now it is Oakley open from three. This is going to be short, and the rebound comes off to Brendan Niebrugge. In the corner with it is Max Niebrugge. Goes up top for Warmert, and now it is back to Niebrugge. Niebrugge to the elbow right side, drops it off for Caden Altoff. And now here's Warmert driving in the lane, kicks it into the corner. Here's Brendan Niebrugge for three, missed it. Big rebound that time by Polker, gets it out to Warmert for three, and he buries another one. That's 18 for Warmert. Now 23-22 in favor of Charleston.
And 13 points in this quarter for Warmert. He's accounted for all of T-Town's points this period.
He's got 18 of the 22 points for the Shoes in this ball game. Bickford goes to Spoor. Spoor working up front, loses the basketball. It's going to be a 3-on-2 break. Warmert ahead of the pack, lays it up and in. Warmert has 20, and T-Town reclaims the lead at 24-23. 1:27 left to go here in the first half.
When the point guard loses the ball out high, you're in a lot of trouble because there's nobody back defensively, and that's what T-Town had that time.
Bickford has the ball up top for Charleston. Goes to the right side now, Oakley. Oakley called for traveling. 7 turnovers now for the Trojans.
Seen a lot of traveling calls in this ball game.
And it will be T-Town basketball. Substitutions for the Wooden Shoes. T-Town with the basketball now. It's Max Niebrugge. He takes it to the right side. His shot is up and good. Niebrugge has his first two, and it's 26-23 in favor of T-Town.
Under a minute to go. Keep part in the ball game here as T-Town has regained the lead. Charleston needs to regain its poise.
Bickford has the basketball up top. Bickford, a couple of dribbles, goes to Braun. Braun now up top. Looking, goes to the right side for Oakley. Oakley drops it off for Spoor from the elbow right side, puts it up, no good. Bickford, big rebound is up and good. Sam Bickford with his 10th point of the ball game, 26-25 now in favor of T-Town, as they're probably holding for the final shot here with 15 seconds left to go in the period.
Well, it's in Wormert's hands. Look for him to take it.
Wormert drives, kicks it off, and now here is Max Niebrugge. Fires it up, no good, and Corey Spoor called for his 3rd personal foul.
Not a whole lot of contact there, and that was a huge call because, as you said, 3 fouls on Spoor. Only 3 team fouls on Charleston, and Corey's got them all.
Couple of free throws upcoming for Max Niebrugge. First one is up, and this one is good. Niebrugge has 3. 27-25.
Tidal Wave Car Wash bringing you these foul shots.
Substitutions for the Shoes. Polker back into the ball game, and also Caden Altoff. One more free throw upcoming here. Free throw is up, and this one's good as well. So give him 4, and now Charleston gets it ahead for Braun. Braun takes it right to the basket. Layup, good, count the bucket, and he's fouled right at the buzzer. That was a big play for Charleston there, Jack.
It really was. I think the Teutopolis defender thought Braun was going to pull up and take the shot. Braun used a hesitation dribble, blew right by him, and was fouled as he made the basket.
We're going to put 0.3 seconds on the clock. So it's going to be one free throw for Braun, brought to you by Tidal Wave Car Wash.
Jackson looking to tie the game here if he can hit this one.
Free throw on its way, and this is no good, and that's going to end our first half of play. As T-Town leads Charleston 28-27 at the break, and we'll be back with our halftime report after a 1-minute timeout. Trojans basketball on Classic Rock 92.1, The Axe.
Salt, slush, snow, and grime. You can get rid of that in no time at Tidal Wave Car Wash in Mattoon and Hydro One in Charleston. $3 is all it takes for the touchless automatic, and you're back on the road right away. And the Charleston location has a dog wash, so you can bring your pooch to get cleaned up too. It's self-serve, so no appointment is necessary. Plus, it's a lot more affordable than a groomer. Tidal Wave on Broadway in Mattoon and Hydro One on West Lincoln in Charleston for a squeaky clean shine every time.
If you're overdue for an update in the house, come see the folks who've been specializing in just that for 77 years. Elliott Furniture in Mattoon. Recliners, sofas, love seats, dining rooms, bedroom sets, and a wide variety of mattresses, all from brands you trust, like Ashley, Lane, Catnapper, and more. They also have a used furniture department and financing to qualified buyers, making your house a home for less since 1944. Elliott Furniture at 712 Lakeland Boulevard in Mattoon. Open from 9 to 5 weekdays and 9 to noon on Saturdays.
We're at halftime here at Baker Gym in Charleston with the score, Teutopolis leading Charleston 28-27, and this is our halftime show brought to you by Wildcatters Grill. Score after one quarter was Charleston leading T-Town 10-9, and then in the second quarter, T-Town outscored Charleston 19-17 to lead it 28-27 at the break. Looking at the scoring in the first half, Evan Wermert leads all scorers with 20 points. He had 15 points in that second quarter. 4 points for Max Niebrigi and 2 each for Evan Addis and Matthew Daters, a total of 28 for the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes. For the Charleston Trojans, they were led in scoring by Sam Bickford, who had 10. Jackson Braun had 8. 4 points in the first half by William Applegate. 3 points for Corey Spoor, and Jackson Burgess had a basket for 2 points, a total of 17 for the Trojans. Foul situation in the ball game for Teutopolis. 2 fouls on Jordan Hardick, also 2 on Evan Addis, 1 foul on Caden Altoff. For Charleston, only 3 team fouls, but they all went on Corey Spoor. So Corey, the only player in real serious foul trouble at halftime with 3. And now Rob's got the halftime statistics for you.
Charleston's largest lead at 7, T-Town's at 5, 1 tie and 2 lead changes. 2 points off the bench for Charleston, none for T-Town. Shooting the ball, Charleston 12 of 24, 50%. The Wooden Shoes were 11 of 23 for 48%. From three-point land, Charleston 2 of 7, 29%. T-Town 4 of 12, 33%. Charleston 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 33%. T-Town 2 of 2. Charleston out rebounds T-Town 13-11. 7 turnovers for both teams here in this ball game.
Right now, the crowd that is on hand witnessing the Trojets performing at halftime for the first time during a Charleston home game this season. And we'll be back with more of our halftime show after we take another 60-second break. This is Trojans basketball on Classic Rock 92.1 The Axe.
Don't let obstacles prevent you from living a carefree life. Seniors on Medicaid who only receive minimum Social Security income can qualify at Heritage Woods of Charleston. The Illinois Supportive Living Program enables you to live in your own private apartment, receive the personal assistance you need, benefit from 3 delicious meals daily, plus housekeeping, laundry service, and many activities. To find out more, call Heritage Woods at 345-4900.
Heritage Woods is an equal housing opportunity and is managed by Garden Management Solutions.
Even though this school year may look different, your child still needs every advantage. Let Illinois Express Eye Care give them the gift of seeing more clearly. Whatever their age, wherever their school. Exams, glasses, contacts, they do it all. One pair of single vision glasses starting at $109, frame included. Visit IllinoisExpressEyeCare.com or stop by and see them at 420 Broadway in Mattoon.
Welcome back to the Press Box. Brought you could tell he was really feeling it. And T-Town did a nice job of making sure that he got touches on every possession because they knew he had the hot hand.
Yeah, the Charleston had to deal with that the other day against Lincoln. They had a player that got the hot hand.
Yeah, it's like, why does this always happen against the Trojans? But it seems certainly in the last 2 games it has.
T-Town will have the basketball to begin the second half of play, and they'll come out with their starters, Hardick, Max Niebrugge, Evan Werber, Evan Addis, and Matthew Daters. Well, Addis and Hardick did not play a lot in the first half, so they might be well rested.
You would think they would be, and Corey Spoor out there with those 3 fouls for Charleston.
Charleston coming out with Spoor, Burgess, Applegate, Braun, and Bickford. Burgess the only non-starter in the ball game. Pass goes into Hardick. Hardick with the basketball up top. Now he tries to drive, drops it off for Addis. Addis at the elbow right side. Gets it to the free throw line. Daters, who fires it up and good. Matthew Daters with his 4th point. 30-27 in favor of the Shoes. Charleston with the basketball in the backcourt. Braun will bring it up across the timeline on the left side of the court. Braun goes to the left side now for Bickford. Bickford to the free throw line, elbow right side, brings it up top, hands the ball off to Spoor, takes it to the basket, up, no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. I believe they got Max Niebrugge with the personal foul, and they did, his first, team's first. A couple of free throws for Corey Spoor, where he's 1 out of 2 from the free throw line with 3 points in the ball game.
I had to hold my breath when he took that ball to the basket, though, because you can always get an offensive foul in that situation. Fortunately, that was not the call this time.
Well, the first one will bounce off the rim a couple of times and then drop through. Corey Spoor has 4. But something about Corey, he just seems to be so good about avoiding the contact when he's driving into the basket. Second one by Spoor is up, and this one will rattle home. Spoor has 5, the lead back down to 1 at 30-29 for T-Town. In the corner, 4-3, Hardick is no good, but the rebound comes off to Wormer. He gets it up top, Addis. Addis drops it off Hardick. Hardick on the drive to the basket with the layup up and good. Hardick has his first 2, and it's 32-29 in favor of T-Town.
That was not good. That was a rebound Charleston should have had, and they just did not react to that ball.
With the basketball is Bickford. Bickford to Braun. Braun up top. Now Braun from the elbow left side fires it up, no good, and there's going to be a foul called on the play. This personal foul for T-Town will go against Matthew Daters. That's his first, team second. Ball out of bounds for Charleston. So it'll go as a shot and a rebound for the Trojans. Pass goes in for Burgess, goes to Bickford. Bickford goes up top, Applegate, as the pass got through to him, and now it is Bickford. Bickford spins, turns around with the lefty, shot up and good. Bickford has 12.
Sam having his best offensive ball game in a while.
With the basketball now is Wormer. Wormer into the lane. We're going to get a personal foul called against Charleston. This one going against Jackson Braun, his first, team's first. He becomes the first player other than Corey Spoor to pick up a foul in this ball game for Charleston. T-Town looks to trigger it in. It goes into Wormer. Wormer guarded this time by Applegate. Goes to Hardick. Hardick drops it off Niebrugge. Niebrugge will bring it up top and set up the offense for the Shoes. Goes to Wormer through his hands. Coming up with it is Charleston's Burgess, but then he loses it back into the hands of Wormer. And now it's Hardick with the basketball as the teams exchange turnovers. With the basketball still is Hardick. Both teams with 8 turnovers now in the ball game. And now we're going to get an offensive foul called against Evan Wormer. That will be his first and team's third, and the 9th turnover now for the Shoes. Seems like the referee's calling it a little bit tighter here in this third period of play.
Much tighter, as neither team was in the bonus in the first half.
Spoor goes to Burgess. Burgess kicks it in the corner. Applegate for 3. Got it. William Applegate has 7. Charleston reclaims the lead at 34-32.
Applegate on the season is the Trojans' best three-point shooter.
Now Daters with the shot up and good, and he's fouled. Count the bucket. And the foul will go against Charleston. Sam Bickford, his first, team second. We're knotted up at 34. That's our second tie of the ball game as Oakley will come into the ball game for Burgess. One free throw upcoming for Matthew Daters, a 6'3 senior for T-Town. His free throw is on its way, and this one's good. And we have our fourth lead change of the ball game. Daters has 7, 35-34 in favor of the Shoes. Now here's Braun, goes to Applegate, left side. Applegate brings it back up top, Spoor. Spoor goes back door for Oakley. This is going to be an offensive foul. Oakley ran right into Addis that time, and Addis drew the charge against Charleston.
Corey Spoor has made some great passes in this game. That time the pass led Oakley into the charge.
Oakley with his first personal foul and the team's third. That's also the 9th turnover now for Charleston. T-Town by 1 with 5:24 left to go here in the third period of play. Addis with the basketball up top, goes to the right side. Wormert, they go inside Daters, ball poked away, and there's going to be a foul called against Sam Bickford, his second, team's fourth. Ball out of bounds for the Shoes. To trigger it in for T-Town will be Niebrugge. Gets it into the corner. Here is Hardick for 3. No good. The rebound tipped into the hands of Daters, and he throws the ball away. Applegate comes up with it, takes it right to the basket, up and good. Charleston reclaims the lead at 36-35. Now with the basketball is T-Town. Hardick drives in the lane. And now with the basketball is Wormert, guarded this time by Braun. Takes it right in, puts it up off the backboard, and good. Wormert has 22. T-Town reclaims the lead at 37-36. 4:38 left to go here in the third period. Spoor with the basketball for Charleston. Spins in the lane, fires it up high off the backboard, and good. Corey Spoor has 7. And it's 38-37. 7 lead changes now, and the pass knocked out of bounds. That's going to lead us to a timeout with 4:22 left to go here in the third. Charleston leading T-Town 38-37. Back after a 1-minute timeout, it's Charleston basketball on Classic Rock 92.1 The Axe.
Smile big with Smile Dr. Braces. Dr. Chin and his team serve Charleston, Champaign, and the surrounding communities with the most up-to-date technology when it comes to straightening your teeth. Whether it's Invisalign or traditional braces for yourself or a family member, Smile Dr. Braces has you covered. And if the doc says it's okay, they can put braces on today. In-house financing with no credit checks and 0% interest payment plans. Visit smiledoctors.com to get started today. Stake your claim to awesome eats at Wildcatters Grill in Charleston. They're open Monday through Wednesday from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m., Thursday through Saturday till 2 a.m., and 8 a.m. to midnight on Sunday. Burgers, wings, and breakfast available all day. And try your luck with the hot slots while you're there. If you're looking for a new job, they're also accepting applications. Wildcatters Grill, across from Eastside Package at Jackson and 18th in Charleston. Check them out on Facebook for daily specials and more info.
Lakeland College's 8-week Mod 2 courses are a perfect option if you are considering going back to school or need to boost your schedule. Courses are available in a variety of subjects, including composition, food service sanitation, strategies for success, and intro to speech communication. Classes begin March 15th and run through May 10th. To get started, visit lakelandcollege.edu/schedules and search for Mod 2 under schedule types.
Wormert gets the pass inside and puts it up and good for his 24th point. T-Town reclaims the lead at 39-38. Spoor with the basketball into the corner. It goes Oakley. Oakley picks up his dribble, looking for a little help, fires it into the corner. Braun drives the baseline, fires it up from about 7, no good. Applegate with the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on Applegate on the back that time of Evan Addis.
Well, he was behind Addis, but I don't necessarily think he fouled him.
So for him, that will be his first, team's 5th. T-Town with the basketball in the lead. Here's Hardick with the basketball, spins, fires it off the backboard, and good. Hardick has 4. T-Town up 3 at 41-38. Spoor with the basketball for Charleston. Spoor up top. Looks like a 2-3 zone for the Shoes. Spoor goes to Applegate. Back to Spoor up top, and now it is Bickford to Oakley. Oakley swings it for Bickford. Bickford at the free throw line goes to Spoor. Spoor backdoor pass for Applegate, up and good. What a look that time. Applegate has 11. 41-40 in favor of T-Town. Nieberge with the basketball, goes up top for Addis. Addis between the circles, Charleston in the man. Addis on the drive to the low box, kicks it out Nieberge. Nieberge for three, rims off. Rebound to the floor, garnered by Daters. T-Town with another chance. Wormert on the drive, puts it up good, count the bucket, and he's fouled.
Once again, a second chance opportunities because the Trojans did not react to that rebound. That's twice in this half that the ball has hit the floor, and Charleston just has not acted like they were aware of it.
Applegate with the foul, his second, team 6, and the free throw is up and good for Wormert. He has 27 points in the ball game, 44-40 in favor of T-Town. Spoor with the basketball to Applegate up top. Now it is Oakley. To the right side, Applegate in the corner is Braun. Braun drives the baseline, gets double teamed to Bickford, and now it is Oakley. Tries to go right side for Applegate. Ball stolen away. Classic 2-on-1 break. T-Town with the layup up and good by Max Nieberge. He has 6, and it's 46-40 in favor of T-Town after Charleston's 10th turnover of the ball game.
This is a big possession for the Trojans as things are kind of starting to slip away a little bit.
Here is Bickford for 3, a little bit too strong, and the rebound comes off to Addis for the Shoes. Now back the other way with the basketball. Nieberge goes up top for Addis. Addis drives in, takes it to the basket. He gets rejected, and we're going to get a tie-up, possession arrow in favor of Charleston. When they first blew the whistle, I thought they were going to call a foul there. They're going to call timeout taken on the floor by Charleston. This is a 30-second timeout, so let's keep things right here for this one.
Well, once again, the Trojans down by 6. And just from a confidence standpoint, Rob, they need a good offensive possession here and a good look and hopefully a basket out of it.
At the 4:22 period, Charleston had a lead at 38-37. Since that time, T-Town has outscored Charleston 9-2.
Yeah, and you can kind of sense the momentum changing in this ball game. Charleston's had a couple of turnovers, one resulting in the basket. Then there were a couple of, at least one time in that stretch that Trojans just did not react to a ball on the floor, and T-Town ended up getting a three-point play out of it.
So it will be Charleston with the basketball, trailing by 6, matching their biggest deficit of the ball game. With the basketball is Oakley. Oakley goes up top for Spoor. Now it's Applegate. Kicks it into the corner. Oakley inside it goes Bickford. Kicks it into the corner. Here's Braun for 3. Left it a little bit short. In the rebound, Braun with the foul as he tried to battle Wormert for the basketball that time.
That's 16 fouls already on Charleston this half. Make that 7, excuse me.
So it's going to be free throws upcoming the rest of the way for T-Town. T-Town basketball known for good free throw shooting.
Well, they've been good in this game.
4 out of 4 so far, and of course that sends Wormert to the free throw line where he's 1 out of 1. He has 27 points in the ball game. Free throws up and missed it. And the rebound to Applegate for Charleston. Spoor goes to Braun. Braun kicks it in the corner. Applegate. Applegate to Spoor. Now goes inside Bickford. Bickford kicks it into the corner. Braun through his legs and out of bounds. Turnover number 11 for Charleston.
Yeah, that was an errant pass by Bickford, and Braun just couldn't come up with it from pretty close distance.
I like the way Charleston was working the ball around in that possession, too.
I really thought Applegate might have had a look at a 3 had he caught a ball cleanly.
I thought so, too. Wormert goes around the horn. It goes now Hardick. Now they go inside for Seamer. Puts it up. No good. He's fouled by Bickford, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2 as Sam just picked up his 3rd personal foul.
You know, that brings up an interesting point. You know, there are a lot of scoring opportunities lost because of the inability to catch the basketball. You would think the basketball is easy to catch as big as it is, but sometimes it's not.
First one is up and good by Seamer. He has his first point of the ball game. 47-40 in favor of T-Town. It's their biggest lead. Burgess into the ball game, and Bickford takes a seat. One more free throw upcoming for Seymour. It's on its way, and this one's good as well. Seymour made them both. 48-40 in favor of T-Town. 1:12 left to go here in the period. Spoor goes to Braun. Now back to Spoor. Goes to Braun. Now it's Spoor to Applegate. Applegate on the left wing. Up top Spoor. Back to Applegate. Now it is Braun over to Oakley. Now it is Burgess inside Spoor. Kicks it out to Oakley. Oakley up top. Now goes to Braun. Braun kicks it Applegate. Open three. Rims off, and the rebound Seymour. Charleston did a great job of working the ball around that time, but missed an open three. And now here comes a shot from the outside, up and good for Warbert. He has 29. 10-point lead for T-Town at 50-40 as they've outscored Charleston 22-13 in this period.
And most of that has been in the second half of this quarter as things have kind of slipped away for the Trojans.
Now with the basketball, Braun goes to Burgess, puts it up, no good. Rebound is Braun who puts it up and good. Braun has 10 points, third player in double figures for Charleston. It's 50-42. And now here's a shot from three, up and no good by Wormuth. Rebound Spoor, and that's how our third period will come to an end. With our score, T-Town 50, Charleston 42. Back for the final period of action after a 1-minute timeout. Charleston basketball on Classic Rock 92.1, The Axe.
With the difficult times of COVID, know that...
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
I just wanted to tell you have 6 commercials left after this. So.
Okay, thank you.
7-345-7066 and ask for Jill or Bobby to set up your virtual tour and have all your questions answered. At Hilltop, we are one big happy family offering our services to care for you and or your loved one. See the difference at Hilltop Skilled Nursing and Rehab.
Going above and beyond for their customers is the only way to go at Lambeau's BP. With ultra-clean facilities and competitive pricing for fuel, Lambeau's BP is more than just a convenience store. They offer loyalty specials for everything drinks to stacks, plus Dippin' Dots. Brew your own coffee with 5 flavors to choose from and a great selection of wine. When you're on the road, make Lambeau's BP your first stop, whether it's filling your tank or your vehicles. And be sure to look them up on Facebook for special offers.
We go into the final period of play with T-Town leading Charleston 50-42, and here's Jack Ashmore to bring you home.
Thank you, Rob. T-Town opens with the ball, and it'll be Max Niebrigi to put it in play. It comes into Wormert. Wormert with 29 points already in this ball game with 1 full quarter to play. He takes to the left side, gets the basketball out high to Pelker. Down deep it goes. Here's a turnaround shot, no good by Seymour. Rebound comes off to Pelker. He gets the ball out front. Alone for 3 is Hardick. He missed it. Rebound tipped around. It's loose on the floor, and T-Town comes up with it. Left side. He goes to Pelker. Now with the basketball, Seymour at the low post. Backing in. Kicks it off right side. Pelker drives. Bounce pass into Seymour, and he laid it in. Good ball movement that time. Inside passing by T-Town, and they lead it by 10.
Another chance where Charleston not able to clear the defensive glass, and now we're going to get an offensive foul.
Yeah, Corey Spoor used his off arm to clear himself some distance as he pushed away on Niebrigi, and that is the 4th foul on Spoor, and it's the 12th turnover on Charleston. That 4th foul, the most important number of those 2, because he has really played extremely well, handing out tons of assists here in this ball game. Pelker has it out high, and we've got a foul call. No, check that. 3 seconds call. Call you don't see very often. 11 turnovers now on the wooden shoes.
I actually saw that one coming. It looked like Seymour was in the lane for an extended period of time, and the referee caught him there.
Spoor will bring it down for the Trojans. Gets it across midcourt to Oakley. Now with the Corey Spoor between the circles. Picks up his dribble. High post to Braun. Right side it goes to Burgess. Out front with it Spoor. Right side it goes in the corner to Bickford. Now Burgess, now Spoor with it. Now back to Burgess. Pass deflected and taken away on a nice defensive play by Hardick. Hardick brings it down. Left side to Wormert. Now with it Hardick. Hardick starts to drive. Gets the ball downside, and the shot's up and in by Seymour. Seymour with 6 points in the game. 54-42. Charleston down. Trojans turn it over as Bickford can't handle the pass. Ahead it goes to Hardick. His layup is no good, but he's fouled by Oakley. Oakley saved the basket. His second foul. Hardick will be at the free throw line shooting 2. Hardick picked up a couple of early fouls, Rob, and Trojans benefited by having him on the bench in that first half because he's usually one of Teutopolis' leading scorers.
T-Town right now on a 17-4 run.
Free throw is no good off the back of the rim by Jordan Hardick. He'll have one more. He's a 6'1 senior. Burgess goes out as Applegate back in, and Daters back in for Teutopolis, and he replaces Seamer. One more free throw for Jordan Hardick. This one's up, and this one's good. So Hardick made 1 out of 2, and it's 55-42. Trojans down 13. Here's Applegate, bounce pass at the elbow. Left side goes to Spohr. Now to Bickford in the corner. He brings it back out to the left wing. Looks for help, goes to Spohr. Spohr will pull up from 15. Shot rattles in and out and back in again. Corey Spohr's got 9. It's 55-44 as the Trojans are back to within 11. Max Niebrigi across midcourt goes to Hardick, leaves the ball on the left side to Pelker. Left side in the corner it goes to Hardick. Hardick lob over the top inside. Dater shot blocked by Applegate. The rebound picked up off the floor. Here's Spohr taking it in for the layup, and he hit the floor hard as he was fouled on the shot. Corey Spohr gets up limping a little bit, and it looks like he might have hurt his left arm. The foul goes against Jack Pelker, his first. It is the 4th on the team, but Spohr was fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll be at the line shooting a pair. Corey 3 out of 4 at the line so far in this ball game. Tidal Wave Car Wash bringing you this free throw that bangs off the back of the rim, no good. Spohr looking for his 10th point tonight. One more free throw coming up here for Corey. He takes a look. Free throw is up, and it's short. Rebound tipped back out front. Spohr goes into the backcourt to pick it up, and he taps it back to Oakley. Good job by Spohr keeping that ball alive and a possession for the Trojans. Here's Oakley dribbling around, gets the ball to Spohr. High post it goes to Bickford. Left side it goes Braun to the baseline, and we've got a holding foul called on T-Town. It'll be ball out to Charleston. Personal foul on the wooden shoes goes against Wormuth, and that's his second.
A lot more fouls called in this second half than there were in the first half, that's for sure.
Hardick goes to the bench as he is replaced by Brendan Niebrigi. Charleston will inbound in the front court on the far side. Spohr will put it in play. 5:29 left to play in the game. 55-44. Trojans down 11. Spohr has it on the left wing. Gets the ball out front to Oakley. High post Bickford. Right side Braun. To Bickford at the foul line. Pass deflected, but it gets through to Applegate. Right corner it goes to Braun. He goes cross court. Dangerous pass. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oakley. And it'll belong to Teutopolis.
Yeah, Oakley was reaching for it. He would have been better suited to let that one go after T-Town tipped it away.
Burgess up off the Charleston bench, comes back into the ball game, and Oakley will take a seat for the Trojans. 55-44, Teutopolis with an 11-point advantage, and they have the basketball. They'll put it in play with 5:13 left to go in this basketball game. Look at the scoreboard brought to you by First Neighbor Bank. Wormer takes it to the right side where he gives the ball to Hardick. Hardick gets the basketball off to Max Niebrigi. Now with it, Hardick drives with the left hand. Shot's no good, and we've got a foul called, and Hardick will be back at the free throw line.
Burgess got that one, Jack.
And that's his first. Hardick with 5 points in the game has 2 free throws here as he was fouled in the act of shooting, and he made the first one. Seamer back in the ball game, replacing Max Niebrigi.
Interesting fact that I see here, Jack. Charleston with 3 players in double figures. T-Town with only 1, but T-Town has the lead right now by 12.
That's a little unusual. Second free throw is around and out. Rebound tipped around, and Dater comes away with it. Dater's kept it alive and managed to come away with a rebound. Here's Hardick at the left of the key. He goes on the left side to Daters. He puts it on the floor, brings it back out front where he gives it to Wormer. Wormer takes it behind his back, dribbles to the elbow, cut off there, gets the basketball out front to Daters. 4.5 minutes to go in the game as Hardick leaves the ball for Wormer. He backs away on the dribble, being guarded by Braun. Now with the basketball, Niebrigi, and he threw it out of bounds. That was Brendan Niebrigi with a bad pass, and 12 turnovers now on Teutopolis. We've got timeout on the floor, an administrative timeout, with the score, Teutopolis 56, Charleston 44. We are back in 60 seconds. This is Trojans basketball on Classic Rock 92.1, The Axe.
Things are better at the Brick House, and getting better all the time. The winter menu is all about comfort food. Bacon-wrapped meatloaf, chicken fried chicken, baked spaghetti, seafood Alfredo, and the awesome New Orleans-inspired Cajun sausage and shrimp over cheesy grits. And be sure to try out the new appetizers, fried mac and cheese bites, smoked chicken nachos, and pretzel bites with beer cheese, along with new sandwiches and sides. Available all day, starting at 11 a.m. Online ordering also available at the Brick House Bar and Grill at Unique Suites in Charleston.
Now, there's more to love at McDonald's of Coles County. For Lent, get 2 Filet-O-Fish sandwiches for just $5. Start the day with 2 sausage McMuffins with egg for $4. And the soon-to-be favorites, McDonald's brand new crispy chicken sandwiches. Traditional or spicy with crinkle-cut pickles on a toasted buttered potato roll. Available now. Prepare to fall in love. Cap off your meal with a Shamrock Shake or Oreo Shamrock McFlurry through the end of March at McDonald's in Mattoon and Charleston.
Are you a fast texter? Are you a talented musician or excellent proofreader? If so, you're an ideal candidate for Lakeland College's new court reporting program. Prepare for a career as a court reporter or captioner in this high-demand field. Register today for the live virtual event on March 17th by going to lakelandcollege.edu/visit.
Charleston inbounds in the backcourt. It comes into Corey Spohr, and he brings it across the timeline, trailing in the ball game 56-44. It goes at the high post to Braun, right back to Spohr. Spohr, the foul line, Braun. Jackson gets the ball out front to Burgess. He'll try a three. Shot's no good, and this rebound comes off to Seamer back in the ball game for Teutopolis. He gets the ball to Wormert. Now with the ball is Brendan Niebrigi across midcourt. It's a screen, goes to the right side, picks up his dribble, gets the ball to Daters out front. Now with it Hardig, now Wormert. He'll pull up a long three. Back of the rim, no good. This rebound goes to the floor, and Seamers comes up with it. Now with the basketball out front. Three-point attempt on the way, and good by Brendan Niebrigi. Charleston giving up a lot of second-chance points here in this second half.
And that's really what's killed them here in this second half, too. T-Town crashing the board just seemed to be a step quicker to the basketball right now.
Charleston with the ball. Here's Applegate pulling up left side off the rim. No good. Daters with a rebound. Quickly the outlet pass, and it was intended for Wormer, but he got tangled up with a teammate. Spohr comes up with a steal ahead to Applegate. His shot's no good. Rebound goes to the corner where Bickford comes up with it for Charleston. Bickford holds, gets the ball down deep to Applegate. Now with the ball, Corey Spohr reverses it left side to Braun for a three-pointer. This shot's off the rim, no good. The rebound tipped to Daters. He gets the ball to Wormert, and he'll bring it down. Trojans real cold here in the second half. Wormert has it, gets the basketball off to Niebrigi. He goes in the corner to Daters. Daters puts it on the floor to the elbow, in the lane, cut off, gets the basketball back to Wormert. 2:43 left to go in the ball game, and Teutopolis on top by 15, in good shape for their 10th win of the season. Here's Seamers with it at the elbow left side. Puts it on the floor to the hoop. Jumps in the lane. Shots up and in. Seamers has 8 points. He's going to be a good one, Rob, as he probably will continue to grow. He stands 6'4", just a sophomore.
And he's pretty strong, too, so he's even going to get stronger as the years go by here.
Yeah, he's not slight. Here's in the lane. Spohr jumps from 15. Shots no good. And the rebound comes off to Teutopolis. We've got a timeout requested by Teutopolis, and we'll keep it right here for this. 2:12 left to be played in the basketball game. Well, Rod, Charleston played a real good 2.5 quarters tonight, and then things kind of fell apart for the Trojans, but overall there were some positives, I guess, that they can take out of this ball game. I think Corey Spohr has just had probably his best game of the season. I don't know how many assists he has. We do not keep track of those, but I know in the first half it seemed like he assisted on just about every basket Charleston got.
And, yeah, he's just been amazing for the Trojans this year as he's their point guard. He keeps this engine moving. And, you know, I'm going to go all the way back to when we had our administrative timeout. 4:22 left to go in the third. Charleston had a lead of 38-37. Since that time, they have been outscored 24-7.
Wow, that's amazing. Teutopolis, of course, is a good team, and they can do that to opponents, and you just hope it's not you. Tonight it has been for Charleston here in the third quarter and into the fourth.
And you know, early on in this ball game, if it wasn't for Evan Wormert, Charleston might have had a bigger lead there.
Yeah, he has 29 points right now, and all but 5 of them came in those middle 2 quarters when Teutopolis took control of the game. Well, actually, it was really the third quarter where they took control of the game. He kept them in it in that second quarter. T-Town brings the ball down. With the basketball is Altoff, Caden Altoff. He gets the basketball off to Brendan Niebrigge. Niebrigge goes on the left side. With the basketball there is Mitch Altoff. So both Altoffs are in the ball game now. Niebrigge has it out front, goes to Wormert. Wormert goes to the baseline, jump pass in the middle. With it there is Pelker. He traveled with it. Turnover on Teutopolis. In the ball game for the first time comes Dylan Promer. And Wormert goes to the bench. So Wormert sits down 1 point short of 30 tonight. Had an outstanding ball game, the most valuable player in this one to be sure. Here is Oakley pulling up for 3 left side, and Caleb hits his first basket of the game, and Charleston takes a timeout. 1:33 to go, 61-47, Trojans down 14. This is a 30-second timeout. Again, we'll keep it right here. Charleston taking a timeout there so they could better set up their press after that three-point basket by Caleb Oakley. Trojans will be in action again tomorrow night. They will take on the Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond Knights.
It seems weird saying that to me because back when we were in school, Arthur had their own school, Lovington had their own school, and Atwood Hammond had their own school. And now they're all combined into one school. They're in Arthur.
Yeah, it was, what was Lovington's nickname?
The Panthers.
And Atwood Hammond were the Rajas. And now they're Knights. It's 61-47 as T-Town inbounds. Pass on the right side. Goes to Altoff. That's Mitch Altoff. He burns his dribble at the head of the circle. Now with it is Joey Ruhol, who's just checked into the ball game for the first time. A lot of new faces, and driving along the baseline and getting the basket is Dylan Promer. So it's 63-47, a big lead now for Teutopolis. And Spoor brings it down for the Trojans. Left side it goes Oakley. He'll try another 3. This shot's good again. Two straight 3-pointers by Caleb Oakley. And Charleston takes timeout. I think they get some subs in the ball game. Another 30-second break. Again, we'll keep it here. 55.6 seconds left to play in this one. 63-50 to score. So a couple of 3-point baskets for Caleb Oakley here in the fourth quarter. Charleston has only 3 buckets in this period.
The only other bucket coming in this period for Charleston was by Corey Spoor.
And I mentioned at the previous timeout that Charleston would be playing in Arthur tomorrow. And Arthur, they've got a good team. They've only lost 2 ball games, I believe. One of those was to Tuscola, and Tuscola's got a Division I player, perhaps. So Charleston will, just because they're playing a smaller school tomorrow night doesn't mean that's going to be necessarily an automatic win. Trojans are going to have to play well to get a victory there.
And this will be Charleston's only non-conference game of the season. That seems weird to say, too.
Yeah, this just has been a weird year all the way around. And what made it even weirder for Charleston was that quarantine that they had to go through that resulted in them playing 3 straight weeks of 4-game weeks. T-Town inbounds the basketball. Altoff has it in the backcourt. Now Ruhal, ahead it goes for the layup that's no good, and Bickford comes away with a rebound. As missing the layup was James Niebrigge, another Niebrigge. And it'll be ball out of bounds to Charleston, as that's only the 6th team foul. That was foul went against Sam Busher of Teutopolis. Trojans will inbound against the press. Comes into Spoor. Corey comes down in a hurry all the way down the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. No good, but he'll be at the line shooting 2 as he was fouled. That stops the clock with 41.2 seconds left. Spoor will go to the free throw line. Corey in the ball game is 3 for 6 at the line. He's got 9 points in the game.
Ruhal picked up the personal foul, by the way, Jack.
Okay. Free throw is short. One more Tidal Wave Car Wash foul shot coming up here for Corey Spoor. Still looking to get into double figures. He's had an opportunity on 3 previous free throws, but has not been able to convert. And this one's no good, off the back of the rim, and the rebound is taken out of there by Joey Ruhal. He picks up his dribble in the backcourt, gets it off to Mitch Altoff, takes it behind his back, gets across the timeline. Trojans still playing hard. With the ball now on the right side is Prumer, and he holds the ball with 24 seconds left to go. Here's Oakley going for a steal, almost came up with it. Now with it is Ruhal on the right side. Now with it Prumer on the left wing. Now Altoff, and he's fouled by Corey Spoor, and Corey's just fouled out of the game. 9 points tonight for Corey Spoor. He played very well.
I'm not even sure he came out of the ball game, Jack. Even when he got into foul trouble.
No, I don't think he did, because it was right before the end of the first half. Here, free throws up, and it's good. So Mitch Altoff has his first point of the game. And he'll have another free throw here. Teutopolis doing a nice job at the line, and this free throw funnels in. And with 13.7 seconds left, the Trojans come down trailing 65-50. And they throw it away. It's picked up in the backcourt by Busher, taking it into the layup, and he scores. Busher got the loose ball, laid it in, and that makes the final score 67-50 in favor of Teutopolis. The Wooden Shoes improve on the season now to 10-4, and they are 5-4 in the Apollo Conference. Charleston drops to 2-7 on the season, and also 2-7 in the Apollo Conference. So we will be back with our post-game show right after we take another timeout. This is Trojans basketball on Classic Rock 92.1, The Axe.
Home Away from Home has to offer all the perks you're accustomed to, and it does at Unique Properties in Charleston. They have affordable furnished homes and apartments from 1 bedroom up to 5. They also offer roommate match and convenient online payments. Unique Properties is the student housing leader in the heart of the campus. Take a virtual tour at unique-properties.net. Stay unique. Call 345-RENT or text 512-1124 for more info.
Trust is a big deal when it comes to choosing a mechanic. An accurate quote, no hidden charges are a big deal too. This is Rob Myerscough, and you have my word on it.